I'm going to make sure everyone can hear me. Hello, everybody. I hope everyone is having a fabulous day. Welcome to the very first session of Renatus. Guys, are you excited?
Very much so.
Awesome. I am so excited for everybody here. So if you guys haven't been on this channel before, hello, we have a new channel name. It is called Annie Podcast because we are trying to do rebranding here at the ANI family. And welcome to Renatus, the newest show. If you haven't checked us out before, I'm going to give you all just a little bit of an introduction. For me, I'm going to cut to the chase. The name is Ace, or also the Friendly Celestial on TikTok, and I am going to be the DM that needs no introduction, but gives you one anyways. Alrighty, and I'm going to introduce one of my players since they are currently not here yet, but they will be here. We have a character, or a player, and their name is It's Riley.RyRy. Their name is Riley, of course. They are my partner. They are an amazing individual. And yeah, anyways, who would like to be introduced next?
Well, I'll go next since I've been around. Hi, some of you may know me. I'm Reese. Quite excited to be here. Came over from the Inquisition.
Woo!
Yup. And do you want me to go into character or no?
You can if you would like to. If not, it's perfectly fine.
All right. Well, I will be the resident Fire Genasi Bard. This is going to be a departure from Yeon's stoic, stone cold Quinlan. It's got a bit more of a fiery temperament.
Alrighty. Nice. Anything else? What's a fun fact about you?
I crochet.
Ooh, very nice.
You might
very
be able
nice.
to peep the Pikachu in the background.
Unfortunately, no, they cannot see it.
Oh, well, they might see it later.
Alrighty. Alright, I'm gonna pick a random person. Abby! Introduce yourself! Doggo,
Abby?
why?
I'm new to ANI or AnyPod. Reese's partner. I'm going to be playing the resident rogue Polly. Also goes by Hops.
Hops.
She jumps a lot around on the deck.
Alrighty. Any fun fact about you? Do you have a favorite type of potato? So like French fries, mashed potatoes.
Tater tots.
Tater tots. Okay, so I like to call that mini hash browns. I am hashtag mini hash brown gang when it comes to tater tots. I call them mini hash browns. So, for our lovely viewers that are watching, you can put in the chat, are you team tater tots or team mini hash browns? I would love to know. And last but not least, Damon, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, my name is Damon, formerly known as Dennis. We're going to go on from there. I am a returning person. I've been part of ANI for about almost a year or so, like around there. I'm going to be playing a Azimir barbarian named Kaiser.
Kaiser?
From there. Yes, Kaiser.
Alrighty.
One fun fact about me, I love D&D, and I love being here.
That's great. I'm so happy that you are here. I'm so happy that you're back on the channel. If you guys didn't know, Damon was here for when I was hosting not Renatus, we're doing that right now, but in Fora. So you might be able to catch some of our viewers in the chat, some of the old cast members from there. And hey, who knows? Maybe they would want to come and guest. If so, then they can totally message me, and they know where to message me. But without further ado, guys, we got a new sponsor for the channel, and we got one that is specifically for the Renatus podcast and for Dapper D's, if you guys did not know. So, I'm going to read the script because we recently just made it, but I want you guys to know that once we get through, you guys will get to learn about it. So, do you struggle to find energy to take on new challenges? Are you constantly feeling tired and unable to stay focused? I know for me as a college student, 100%. Because I'm finals, trying to be a DM for a table, and I haven't DM'd in a lot of months, so it's like very important to focus on different things, but also, just stay focused. If you're looking for a way to boost your energy and to take on new challenges, try Dubby. With 150 milligrams of caffeine, Dubby is specifically formulated to provide the energy you need to take initiative and accomplish your goals. With Dubby, you will be able to feel more alert, focused, and be ready to take on any challenge that may come your way. Whether you're at work, at home, or out and about, Dubby is the perfect way to stay energized and motivated. Go to www.dubbydubby.gg and use promo code ANIPOD for 10% off each purchase. That is ANIPOD, all capitals, by the way. Try Dubby today and experience the energy to take initiative, and thank you for sponsoring this show. Also, for all the music that will be used during this stream, I would like to, I would like to thank Tabletop Audio for allowing us to use their soundboard. Tabletop Audio is a website where you are able to use royalty-free music, and as long as you give them credit, they are streamer-friendly. So thank you, Tabletop Audio, for allowing us to use it for the show today. Are you guys excited?
Yes.
Are you guys ready?
I'm so ready.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to get that music set up. Make sure you guys are able to hear it. Are my players able to hear the music?
I cannot know.
I cannot know.
Oh,
you,
no.
You don't have your green bar saying that it's sharing at the top of the call.
I'm still learning.
Yeah, it's a Zoom thing.
It really is.
What about now?
Yes.
Alrighty. What about stream? Is stream able to hear it? That is the next question. I see we got some active viewers in here. Oh, we got someone that's Team Tater Tots.
Yeah, that's my girlfriend.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Well, yes, awesome. Great. Thank you. I appreciate the responses back. Welcome to Renatus, a world like no other, where swords are set upon one side, and ships of your own making can leave the tides. By seeping trees to the winds of deserts go, a tale of heroes is ready to be unfold. For players not yet traveled, where ancient castles had once fell, where true names and code words mean the difference between a spell. We are going to be starting off in what is known as basically just a little tavern. From the outside, it looks pretty inviting, with both beautiful and pleasant. There's a set of clay that is on the outer part, as wooden beams on the inside and outside could be seen, with a door that is properly structured. As you are moving into the tavern, you are able to see the hard wooden floor that has been properly made, where people are able to welcome you with a proper smile, along with someone that is well known throughout many of you in the party. That person is named Louis. He is the owner. He is a half-elf human half-elf that is in charge of the bar. He likes hanging out around the table, and he is known for presenting people with things such as is known for selling things such as potions, creating quests. You see some of you that are in there just sitting there. Every so often there is a mattress and like a little X that is there. No one really says why it's there. It's just there. You could assume that it could probably be for like brawling, or if someone falls on it, everyone gets free drinks or something, but it's definitely peculiar when it comes to it. As you guys are all going through, you all are just, what are you guys doing for enjoying? Abby, I'm going to say that for you, for Hops, your pirate crew, this is a really good place where your pirate crew likes to go. There's a lot of business that your captain usually does, so this is kind of like a hot spot for your crew when it comes to certain things. As you guys are able to go in, you hear Louis say, "Hey, keep that door closed! We don't want the gators to get in! Not the gator folk. We like the gator folk. The actual gators." As he's kind of going through and stuff. What are you doing?
Well, after making sure the door's shut,
Okay.
gonna ask for a pint
Yes, you can ask for a pint. You see him and he's like, I haven't seen you in ages. Now, what was that drink you liked? Do you like carrots? A carrot juice? Is that what you wanted? Or did you want a pint of something? What would you like?
Pint of carrot wine.
I'll see if I still have that in stock. If not, we do have a good Vanier. It's very refreshing and it has a great sense of taste. It's more of a white wine if you are all right with that.
It's perfectly okay.
Okay, so then he's gonna probably head and do that. As this is going in, Kaiser, you go through the door and you see a little bit of like hustle and bustle that's kind of going through. You see what looks like to be a you said rabbit folk, correct? I want to clarify. You see a rabbit folk that's just like waiting at the bar and stuff, hanging out. You see this mattress that's got like a big X on the floor and everything else like that. Like, it's just there. You see some people that kind of look kind of fugly, like freaky and ugly. Like they look pretty fugly, just like around the area and stuff. But you heard around town of Galdosha into Lavmir that this is a good midpoint for either finding quests or just like talking and meeting new people when it comes to wandering about. What would you like to do right now?
First things first, I'm gonna close the door. Then I'm gonna walk out to the bar and be like, I'd like an ale, please.
All right, just give me one quick second. You just hear him just go as he's like taking the wine and like moving it perfectly as to not have any like huge bubbles in the wine that he's currently pouring. As he goes and he brings it right over to Hops. So you want ale, eh? Well, that's a great thing, because I got plenty of it. Alrighty, I'll be right back. And he kind of goes and he just like gets that thing going along. As this is happening, from the outside of the tavern, we have Reese, your character. I forgot his name. I'm so terribly sorry.
Iggy,
your sending stone has sent you into this town, very close to this tavern, actually. It's like near the borderline point of it. As you look at your sending stone that has taken you from the place that you were before, you see that it is now shattered and it is unusable, as it had broken through since, due to circumstances that we had discussed ahead of time, it's just no longer going to be of any use since it was a one-use item. So you have the choice to either go in or go out.
Well, I'm gonna go in.
You're just going to go in, all right? You open the door, you see the same thing that I have described before. You see what looks like to be people that are at the bar, one that is about to be now handed ale, the other one just drinking some what you can think is like a white wine, has like a tint of orange to it. You can see that has like a carrot slice kind of like slanted over it, kind of like what you would see with like lime or lemon, like in a way. You see this mattress, you see people of different races and classes, you see what looks like to be some bards that are just playing some casual music in the background. What would you like to do?
Well, knowing that I'm supposed to be not far behind my cousin, I'm gonna scan the room for him.
Alrighty. You notice that he's not there yet. That he should be there soon, but he just hasn't shown up. And he's not known for being late.
Yeah, no, considering he left a couple of hours before I did. This is strange.
Which cousin was this one again? Because you have a big family. Ig?
Ig had left, heading in the same direction that I ended up heading off to go back home.
Okay.
So I figured if I pushed it, I would catch him here.
Okay. I'm just pulling up my notes just to make sure I have everything properly set up. Because should have done this ahead of time, guys, but it's fine.
It happens.
It's the curse of the DM, okay? It's fine.
It's day one.
It's day one, okay? I make these mistakes every day. If there's one thing you don't get out of today's session, folks, is that everyone makes mistakes, including the DMs.
Mhm.
And also, for hashtag not sponsored, but like totally should be, Rocket Books, a DM's best friend. Alrighty. Just trying to get to it. Okay, I found it. I have your entire family saved on one page. Ah.
God damn.
All right. So yes,
I put in family and I put in friends into backstory.
Yeah. So you know that Ignacio is going to be running a little bit late. This is very peculiar for him to do when it comes to certain things. Alrighty.
So I guess while I'm waiting, I will just grab a fire wine and head on over to the bards playing. Are they the usual guys?
Yeah, they're the usual guys, and also you know Louis pretty well because he's been like, you and your cousins have gone to this tavern a lot of times. It's like your family has sponsored them a couple times, and like they have been like, Louis has been known to help sponsor you guys, especially when it came to the orphanage your family started up and stuff. He was a big person that tried to like spread that news out and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's pretty well known throughout most of you in the party. The one that would probably not know him as much would probably be Kaiser, since you are a traveling folk hero and people don't really know much about you in this area.
Yeah.
And so
So yeah, it would be getting that, heading over, talking to get their names. Phil, Peter, and Ray.
okay. Phil, Peter, and Ray, the bards, yes.
Yes.
They are known as the Bard Squad, for those of you that do not know. They are just a small group of 3 individuals that enjoy playing music. One plays the lute, one plays the flute, and the other one likes playing the bongos whenever they get the chance. But they are more of a non-verbal type of group. They don't usually like singing, they just play music that is inspired by the adventures that they have gone through, and inspired by the different people that they have met throughout the time. And as this is going through, you got Phil, who usually plays the bongos, kind of stop and put his stuff aside. He's like, Iggy, how you doing?
Been better. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, it has been a right terrible day.
You look a little toasty, my guy. You look a little toasty.
I tried to clean these up as best as I could.
It's
hey,
fine.
guys...
Listen, it's a tavern, okay? No one's clean here.
Right. Shoot. Anyway, yeah, like, so, you know, you might be seeing the kids from the orphanage and that whole crew come through this way. Moving shop. Just because we have to, because, you know, somebody burned it down.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was there. I blacked out. Some weird happened, and I woke up outside on the ground, and everybody got okay. Everyone's out okay. Like, don't worry. Like,
nice. Anyways, I'm sorry that happened to you, man. I'm trying to get the proper music, guys. My apologies. Anyways, you just hear this, and for Hops and Kaiser, could you please make a perception check? First rolls of the game, guys!
Yeah.
Oh dear God.
Is the music too loud?
No, you're good.
Awesome.
Got a
Perception check. Oh, okay, not bad.
Close roll.
Say 25.
Oh,
I rolled a 16.
nice. Okay, Hops, Hops, can you give me a Constitution roll just for craps and giggles?
Sure can. Oh, a 2.
You got to. Oh, honey, you have been drinking this wine, and it is so good that you tried another one, and like it was on the house for Louis, like wine tasting, basically. You're getting pretty tipsy at this moment. You're not like drunk, but you definitely have a buzz starting to go on. Like this is a very strong alcohol. It's like in this case, for like actual like real world terms, it's probably like an 8% ABV type of like per drink, so it's like pretty strong when it comes to it. So you don't really hear much, you're just enjoying the music, you're enjoying the time. You got this really cool dude that's like right near you and stuff, like he's drinking an ale and all that stuff. But Kaiser, you kind of hear a little bit of this conversation off in the distance. You're able to hear like, oh yeah, I blacked out when this happened, and then all of a sudden this happened.
Interesting.
Alrighty. But going back over to Iggy, you just hear kind of like Phil talking a little bit about like how he doesn't know what can be pretty much done when it comes to the orphanage, like migrating through and stuff, but he hopes for the best. And if there's anything that he could do, that him and his group will really try to do what he can.
Yeah, just keep an eye on him. Make sure no one like comes after them while they're here.
Yeah.
The
That's
cousins.
not, unfortunately, my job. I know you should probably know that as bards, but like,
Oh yeah.
we can at least spread the word. We can get certain things out if that's what you're trying to ask for. I don't really see the clarification. Louis will try to do whatever he can, but
Oh yeah. Yeah.
you're gonna have to probably talk to him later when it comes to certain stuff.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Have you happened to see Ig come through? Like, has
Ig?
Ignacio? Yeah, has my doppelganger been through?
He rolled in that one, bro.
First that one.
Oh, so are you talking about your uncle?
No. But I mean, if you do see my uncle, would you let me know? Because he's supposed to be 6 foot under. I mean, that's where we left him.
6 foot under as in dead, or 6 foot under as in a lot shorter than you?
No, 6 foot under as in dead.
Oh, yeah.
So if he's up walking around, we have a problem. No, Ignacio, his son.
Okay. His son,
Kind of-
no.
Apparently, like, I still don't get it. Like, we're completely full-grown adults, and people still think we look like
But
twins.
there's a kitty in the background.
Like,
I'm just very forgetful. You gotta remember that I see a bunch of different people here, bro. I see
I know.
lizard folk, I see gator folk, I see Aarakocras, I see dwarves and half-elves, and all these amazing people. You start hearing people kind of just like clapping as like he's like saying it, kind of being like, he's very fancy. To describe what he kind of looks like, he's got kind of like a big round nose, like a little bit, kind of like a swollen type of thing. Not like he got into a fight, but like think Squidward's nose, kind of like popped out. He's kind of got a really round face, and he's got like floppy-ish kind of ears. He's very, very charismatic, but he's like relatively pretty short, kind of like, I want to say like halfling. When it comes to it, his hair is very curly, it's very messy, but it's like in a fun way, very laid back. It's kind of got like drapes and stuff. He looks very like go with the flow, doesn't really care. He's got like a zit on his nose that's like the size of like an inch, but it's fine. Because again, he's pretty dusty, but he has a good heart. Is Phil. Alrighty, well. Is there anything else you guys want to do before we move on?
I would like to, so I'm gonna switch my eyes from normal to full white.
Okay, and what are you
For a second.
doing?
I'm going to look at the orbs.
Are you gonna look at the orbs of the people, or
No,
the orbs that you have in your
The
hands that
orbs.
you kept? Okay. as you're looking at these orbs of like little balls and stuff, they're kind of like marbles at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like each one kind of looks like a representation of a marble. So one is orange, one is white, and the other one is green. It's just like,
I believe it was red and white when we talked about it.
oh yeah, because you gave one up. So you just have just two marbles that kind of go through your hands and stuff. It doesn't have much of a magic pulse to it. For some reason, it's more like a very just normal, like, they just look like a set of marbles
Okay.
at this point.
I'm gonna use them to scan the room. Do I sense anything like evil based?
Are you trying to do detect good and evil?
I don't have a cantrip for that, but I feel like I would have like something like the lines where I can like look around and sense things.
So you can do an investigation check since you do
Yeah.
not have the actual spell.
Okay, investigation.
How you doing, Hops?
Feeling good.
Alrighty. What are you doing during all this? Are you scoping out the area? Are you just enjoying your drink?
Looking around while enjoying the area.
Okay. You see this, what you can assume is a barbarian and stuff like that, just hanging onto some marbles, just having, like, just fiddling them through.
Probably gonna grab my attention because shiny.
Mm. Also, their eyes are white, but yes.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay. Oh, awesome, dude. So,
Nat 20 this early? Holy crap.
you don't see anything bad. You don't feel anything bad. It feels sketchy with some people, because, like, you look around and you can assume, like, oh, there's some sailors, maybe? You can just hear them, like laughing and cackling and all that jazz. They don't look scary. They don't look harmless. They definitely look like your hustling and bustling type of crew. You can tell that they totally look like the person that's kind of next to you, in a sense.
Put them away.
You notice that this rabbit is looking at you with the marbles.
Can I help you?
And those are some pretty marbles you have there. With a slight hiccup.
That's a
Well.
set of marbles you got there.
Thank you. And they're mine. If you're trying to steal them, we will have a problem. Another ale, please.
Sure, you got it. Hey, Iggy, get over here. I haven't seen you since you were like... Has it been 4 years yet?
Years. Dude, I was here last week. What are you even like? What?
Ah, see,
you need to
guys-
lay off that ale.
actually, speaking of that, you guys that don't know, and it's gonna like also like he's gonna turn his body like a little bit slanted over to both Kaiser and Hops, kind of like getting you guys all a little bit involved. I used to dabble in this thing called alchemy for a while. It was so much fun. I got to make different drinks and stuff, and that's why we have such a long board here to describe for the viewers what Louis looks like, because my players have been able to get a little feel of what Louis is and what he looks like and how he feels. And kind of like his little attitude and stuff, because it's so much fun to do that stuff. Do. Come on. Let's work, please. Let me get his photo up, because I want to make sure his photo is all set. You can kind of see what he looks like. He has, like, medium, longish hair. He's got, like, the body of, like, not a builder's bod, not a scrawny bod, but, like, in between the sense of, like, he's just, like, very well kept. He's got, like, this big pointy hat that's kind of like a Santa Claus hat with a gold tip to the end of it. His outfit is pretty basic, with just, like, what you could appear to be kind of like a greenish type of medieval wear for a top, with gauntlets that are made out of leather, with a apron that's very, like, leather made and stuff. But he has, like, a very nice setup when it comes to his little bar stand. He's got things that are made out of copper, since he originally came from Galdosha, and he's got, like, a bunch of different, like, little aspects in the back that show just, like, the different alcohols that he uses, some of his own mixtures, and also you can see healing potions and different stuff as that aspect. So that's what Louis kind of looks like. He's very excited to see basically just business hustling, bustling, because he just loves business so much. As he is kind of going through, it's like, yes. Last week, I was drunk last week. But it's very fun making new drinks. And when I get to make new drinks, I get to sell new drinks. And so I got to test them out on myself because, you know, you guys come in here, you guys have a drink, you guys are a liability. And I don't want that on my hands. And then, like, he kind of looks over for a second. He sees what looks like to be, like, more people come in. He's like, hey, you, close that door. We don't want gators in here. Listen, you don't want gators in here. Because the last time a gator got in here, they had an enlargement potion, and then I had to have just some adventurers that were just hanging out here last time clean up the mess. But anyways, what can I get you, friend?
Well, I'm gonna go with my usual fire wine, unless you found something that really steps it up.
Unfortunately, not yet. I'm currently working on new stuff, and I have a party that is trying to get new ingredients for me. But it's been, like, two days, so they probably will be coming back in, like, 3 to 4. It's not anything scary, it's just they needed to go find a certain type of beetle that spits fire out of its butt.
Ooh.
Yeah, so what we could do is you could take a little bit of the blood of that, and you can mix it with a little bit of this dragon's blood that I got, and he, like, points it up here. It's like, and apparently you can make a similar spell to, like, a fireball, but, like, you drink it and you, like, burp it out. So that's the current thing I'm kind of whipping up right now.
Iggy is just beaming at this idea. And speaking of fire butts, have you happened to see Ig come through?
Not yet. He's a regular. He comes here, not to get drunk, but just, you know, just to hang out. Yeah, he hasn't been in yet. It's kind of off-putting for him. But,
yeah, because he left this morning a couple of hours before me.
Yeah, well, if you excuse me for one quick second. Nelly? Yes? You might want to drop the mattress now? Oh, okay. You just see all of a sudden this, like, barmaid kind of go and grab the mattress. You've seen this mattress here a couple of times, but, roll an intelligence check to see if you remember why it's there.
Let's see. 13.
13. You know someone's gonna drop out of something soon. As you go, like Nelly goes, she pulls it down, and then all of a sudden you guys all hear like a as all of a sudden you just see this half-elf go like mid-air, and it's about to hit the mattress. I need everybody, including you, Riley, now to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Wait, wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw.
16.
Okay.
Alrighty.
16.
Okay.
I have
That's a sad 6 on my part.
13. I have a -1 for wisdom saving throws.
Okay, so did anyone get above a 15?
Hi. The one falling.
The one falling. Great.
And Abby.
Do you want me to do
And
an
Abby?
acrobatics as
No.
well to see if I
No.
land?
So, Abby, you, in your slightly tipsy take, I am going to roll percentage to see how sober you are when it comes to this. Cool, you got 55%. I'm gonna say that you are sober enough. So, as you go, all of a sudden, you start to hear kind of like a... As all of a sudden, you look outside the window and you see what looks like to be this purpley essence that's going around on the outside aspect of things. As it is kind of glimmering and showing through, you see as you turn around again that there are the bards, they're moving very, very slow. Almost not moving at all when it comes to this. You look over to the person with the mattress that's about to fall. You can see that he is currently moving so slowly, stuck in midair, that the only thing he can move is his head. If you were to try to speak, it will be very difficult, and you're going to need to roll another wisdom saving throw. Okay? As you get up and move, you see that Louis is very, like, also frozen up, almost like you guys are frozen in time, in a way. Everyone can feel this going on, by the way. You're able to see things, you're able to hear things. If you just got below a 15, you are unable to move. You are unable to speak. It is very difficult. Basically, you are all held captive at this moment. Riley, for you, as well for your character, you are able to see this thing, you are able to move your head. That is the only thing you're able to do. As you kind of look, you see that some of these goblins that have been hanging out, like goblin-like creatures or halfling-like creatures, some of them take off their disguises. They are very ugly. They are like, they look swampy. They look gross. They look disgusting. They have like, some have like ooze that are just like going out of their eye as it's kind of going through. Another one just has like snot that they're just like kind of going through and kind of like sucking it back in. As all of a sudden the door opens, you just hear as there's this gentleman who looks to be very pale, in a very high, almost like high standard look. His hair is very long, very poofed out, very frizzy at the moment. You can kind of tell that, like, conditioner is not in this man's category. But at the same time, you can see what looks like to be water just dripping off it as it's kind of coming through. He's dressed very well when it comes to having a tailor suit. He has a, like, almost like a corset belt when it comes to it, and a sash with an emblem. The sash on the emblem looks like to be a little bit kind of like a Y going up, so it's like this, and then it like spreads out, and then it has a line in the middle. So it's like a cross and then a Y spreading out, with a swirl emblem coming through. Abby, I need you to make a history check.
Oh, jeez.
15.
15. You have heard rumors of a group, this big group of Galashtan. You've heard of the term Galashtan before. You can assume that these goblins are possibly one of those types of creatures. They are a form of goblin fae. But this man isn't... He's not a goblin. Almost looks like an elf in a way. He's very tall, very lean. He has almost like a dead-like tone to it. And as he's going through, you see that he has what looks like to be a watch that's just hovering and just tick, 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 but staying in the same area. As he kind of goes, you can see what looks like to be on his back, what looks like to be a wooden figure, almost like it could be alive, almost alive, but it's a puppet, like it can't be. But it looks very, very familiar. You want to roll another history for me?
Yeah. Ooh,
This is
that's
interesting.
6.
6. Okay, you unfortunately, just with all the alcohol and stuff and the panic, you're unable to figure out what's going on with that aspect. But he comes walking up close. As he goes and he grabs the very collar of Louis and pulls him in close in like a very grueling demeanor. As he takes the watch and puts it onto his side, you see that Louis is all of a sudden free from whatever is going on. As he says, "We had a deal. You were supposed to get this done for me. And you didn't. Now, I'm taking one of yours. And I'll be coming back in a couple days. Or I might just not come back at all at this point. You're pretty useless to me at this point. I should destroy this tavern with everybody in it right now. But I think I'm feeling a little too generous for that." You see Louis like genuinely scared. He's like, listen, I know I'm getting people to try to get it for you. Like, I don't know what else you want. It's very difficult for people to try to find it. we still had the deal, and these people can still hear you. It was a matter of you and me. I might come back, and if I don't, consider yourself lucky. Hey, take that barkeep! And they're gonna just like grab like one of the random like people, and you see that they also grab one of the bards, like going through as all of these people just start like, all of these goblin-like creatures kind of just go into like a manic laughter and stuff, as all of a sudden they just start fleeing through and like leaving this little zone. We'll see if I come back. Bye-bye. And as that goes through, and as he is now a good couple feet away now and like kind of leaves, you all were able to see this whole entire thing go down. All of a sudden you are able to feel as everything basically kind of goes back to normal. And it's very clear that like time goes through. You're able to drop Riley back onto the mattress, not taking any fall damage since they were able to get the mattress there in time. All of you see Louis very panicky and like trying to calm himself down.
All right, buddy, what was that all about?
Listen, I don't want to get you guys into any trouble, and
I
You
slam
almost-
my great axe onto the thing.
weapons weren't supposed to be in here, you know that.
I'm new here. So either you tell us what it was out about, or things will get hairy.
One moment. Riley, you almost stuck the landing. You'll get it next time.
Damn it.
That... Yes.
Buddy. You helped with the orphanage. Let me have your back now.
His name is Galdosha. Galdosha. Galdosha.
Seemed like a wet one to me.
That's because he lives near the swamps. No one knows exactly where he lives, but he somehow managed to take these creatures. I can't believe I didn't see it through. I'm such an idiot. You see him just take a deep breath. He was looking for a very, very important type of ingredients, because like I'm an alchemist, okay? Like I do commissions, that's like my job. And he was trying to work on this elixir, and I guess I didn't get it right. It was for water breathing and other things like that. And like, he has Glashton, they know how to breathe, and he knows how to breathe underwater. But like, he wanted certain things, and he's known for like, you don't do what he does in a certain amount of time, he does what he just did. Like, you're probably never gonna see, like, Phil again. You're probably never gonna see, Taliban. He's known for taking people. They don't ever come back. And too many people are too scared to go up against him.
I take out my great axe and put it back in my sheath.
And he's not one to mess with, because the last time someone tried messing with him, they turned into a bloody fucking wooden thing. And I don't know how.
Is this what the group you got looking for the beetle are doing?
No, actually, that is something completely different. This was like, my top group was supposed to go, and they haven't been back in a month.
What were they looking for?
They were looking for the last bit of the elixir, and when they did come through, it was great. They were able to do it. They were talking about how they had seen so many, like, amazing things. But the hardest thing that they tried to get was something from... Oh, what was it? He's gonna, go into his book quickly, and he's gonna rummage through. As he goes through, I'm getting to my notes, because it is in my notes. They needed the skin of something, and I can't remember the name of it. I'm so sorry. I don't want to pull any of you into this. You guys haven't even met before. I want to make sure that you guys are all safe. And I don't want anyone else to get hurt if they come in here. Like, I might have to close up shop.
How about this? I'm in, but I know how you are, Louis. So how about you help with the orphans moving from...
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, somebody burned down the orphanage.
So you guys are all just hearing this. Riley, you would have been up to, like, the bar at this point as well. So you would have been involved.
So, just keeping an eye as they pass through, make sure no one messes with them, and we'll call this even. I'm gonna help you sort this out if you just keep an eye on them.
So what I'm hearing is that the man that possibly might be coming back, and you're having orphans come here.
It's not like I really have that much of a choice at the moment.
Is that why your cousin's going to be coming?
I hold up the stone and I'm like, it's not, it's busted. And actually, he left before me and hasn't shown up here. So, going on this might tell me if they cross paths.
If not, I might know somebody that knows how to do scrying. If I can get that, then I'll be able to get that information to you through message.
Precisely. So we're just helping each other out as we always do. That's what friends do, right?
I would assume so. But that's you by yourself.
I've faced worse. You've met my Nan.
This man is worse than your Nan. And you guys are hearing this.
Think Louis,
That way.
I owe you favors for helping me out all those years. I'll help.
Alright. Are you sure that you're ready for
Yes.
this? I know I haven't let you do adventures before. Are you
You're
going to
the
be okay?
dad to me that I never had. So let me help.
Alright. And look how much you've grown. I am so proud of you. Oh, Iggy, you've never met Riley.
No.
Iggy, Riley, Iggy, a good friend. I've talked about him before.
Yeah, and I've heard a lot about you, Riley.
Not too much. That's more of a choice between you two to talk about, but... Alrighty.
Yeah, sorry for falling out of the sky for a second ago.
It is what it is.
Hmm.
I've seen worse.
I'm assuming that you're gonna join them then. And I'm willing to give you guys a reward, like, you guys can take whatever potions you want from this when you guys come back. Like, I will be in debt to you. And also free ale on
Consider
me.
it my repayment for all the years you've helped me.
How about it's gonna be your month's rent?
Okay.
Oh, you said it was free ale, so I'll take the chances.
All of a sudden you see Louis kind of get down to Hop's level and be like, what about you, my slightly tipsy friend? Do you want to sober up?
Probably should.
You just see him like have like a little potion. It's like, here, take a shot of this.
Okay. Cluck, 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 cluck.
As you go and you take the shot, it's like a tiny shot glass, so like you're able to take like an actual shot of it. All of a sudden, it's like all that tipsiness and like buzz feeling just completely gone. No hangover, like nothing.
Also, my girlfriend, thank you for donating the 400 bits to hydrate.
Hydrate or die strength. Ah! Cheers, guys.
Oh,
Thank you, baby.
And thank you for the bits. And also, while I am here, this little bit moment is brought to you by Annie Podcast. If you guys have not subscribed yet, think about subscribing. Anyways, let's get back into the game. So, as you guys are kind of all going through, you guys are able to have time to talk a little bit here and there. I am going to actually have us go on a small break, and then we will be back in like... I think this is a good place for us to go on a break. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Works for me.
Yeah,
Yep.
that
All right.
works.
Then, folks, we will be back in 5 minutes. We will be right back. We will see you soon. Woo! I'm gonna get that transition ready. Alrighty, we are back. I hope everyone had a wonderful break. Thank you guys also for still remaining in here. It's great to see that there are so many people that are interested in this, guys. Are you ready to get back into it?
Yeah.
All right, so just a small recap. What has happened is the party has been, if you guys haven't made it like into here, you guys are just jumping in. To give a quick recap, the party has now met each other. They have been able to talk amongst themselves, not learn a lot about each other, but at least get to know, like, oh, Hops knows Louis because, you know, they do business through shipments and stuff. The party does, like, the pirate group that kind of helps out Louis when it comes to certain things like shipments of ale, and it helps keep their butts out of, you know, going to prison. Whereas, like, Iggy obviously knows Louis for a reason, and also you guys are just able to talk and get to know each other a little bit. When it comes to this, the party has realized that there is a man called Galdosha who isn't nice. He's just, apparently he wanted something that had to do with an elixir, and because Louis messed up, the great party that he's tried sending out, once they did deliver everything, haven't been back. And also, just in general, the party has offered to help Louis get things back and get people that have been taken, like Phil the Bard and also Talavin, the one of the barkeeps. And now we rightfully return. So now that you guys have a little bit of this information that's kind of going through, what are you guys doing now?
I'm gonna use my marbles, bring them out again. I'm gonna
Okay.
do a little investigation check so that I can.
Are you
see if I
just
can
fiddling
spell-
with them, or?
I'm fiddling while using them, so it's like spinning around.
Okay.
Like.
Are
yeah,
you
they're just
using it as like
spinning
a
around.
focus point?
Yeah,
Okay.
like a focus. Yeah.
Alrighty. Everyone sees this. Iggy, these look very familiar to you in a way, and Hopsis, now that you're able to be a little bit more on the sober side of things, these kind of, like, the marbles kind of look interesting, like...
13.
13. Alright, and this was for a investigation, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so... when it comes to the marbles, they're just normal marbles. When it comes to the area, you've been around this town. You've learned that this town is called Madeline, and it is in the in-between points of your home of Cordyshai, and also very close, probably a 3-day journey to Lavmere. That is what you're able to remember through investigations of the outer parts of the tavern and going through. Some things that you've also might have been able to learn is that there is a town map that is not far, and also it is near the Sending Stone platform that a lot of people use for teleporting.
Back. Okay, so I'm assuming that we're doing this.
I'm in.
Oh, you're not hurt, Iggy.
You're not hurt.
Oh, there we go. Yes, of course.
And you.
I'm always up for a good adventure.
All right. Well. So, Louis, where exactly do we go, per se, to find this person?
Well, he has a hideout, and no one really knows where it is, per se. There are rumors about, primarily, that if you find a little group of his little goblin minions, if you don't know, do you guys know what a Glashton is?
A little history check.
You guys can't roll a history check unless your character generally does not know.
Yeah,
Nope.
I've heard of them.
Abby, Hops has advantage
Yes.
due to
Come
your
on.
background of working in the sea.
I've heard of them. I have never encountered
So,
one myself. At
history.
least I don't think so.
18.
18. Okay. Riley, did you want to roll as well for history, or what would you?
I did. I got a 10.
10? Okay. So you have very vague knowledge when it comes to it. He kind of is like, oh, so they're like as if these goblins, kind of like what you just saw. They're very ugly. They will wander around land by day, but then they like go into the water. And especially since we live in swamps, it's a lot more dangerous because they can turn into almost like a murky, muddy creature. Some would even say they are like a horse. And what they do is like they're able to control kind of like the mildew of the swamp. It's only in the swamp. I don't know anything about the sea, but they're able to grab and drag you into the water.
Interesting. Do you know where this swamp is?
I mean, we're in Galdosha. Everything's a swamp.
I mean, specifically, where do you think the goblins would be leading to?
Probably if you follow goblins and go through it, you'll probably find it. But that's like jumping into like a hazard, because if they don't kill you, they'll certainly try to, drown you.
Well, he stands up. We're gonna go search. Walks out.
Well then.
You guys can... I know that there are probably some other people around town that might know information. I know there's no library here, but you could try asking some of the locals that have like other shops. That is one of my suggestions. But I'm going to prepare for when your cousin does come here. I will prepare tables and beds for when the orphans come. But knowing him, he might come in 4 days. That's not a lot of time.
Yeah, I don't know what name. Thank you. It's a frustrating situation.
Alrighty. So, are you guys all walking out? I know Kaiser's already out the door. What you guys gonna
I
do?
follow Kaiser out the door, but I want to do an investigation check to see if I can see any footprints on which way they went.
Okay. Yeah, so you can do that as you're walking out. Also, Riley, would you like to describe how your character looks? And we're just going to go through, each person
My
as we come to it.
character looks sort of like my avatar that's showing on stream. Just with pointy ears because it's a wood elf.
Alrighty. Awesome. So for those of you that are watching and you are listening to it and not visually seeing it, Riley's character is of a wood elf. It has very pointy ears, and then also has what looks like to be an appearance of black hair that is semi-straight and in the mid-terms when it comes to it, and very bright blue eyes.
My investigation check was a 17.
17. Okay. So you are able to see kind of a drippy, muddy trail. It's not that obvious that it's there, but you can see blotches here and there. You can see what looks like to be a drag mark. That is something that can be seen. You can also see what kind of looks like to be hoof prints. And Kaiser,
I'm gonna
you're
look at
noticing
Kaiser.
that Riley's going through this.
I'm gonna look at Kaiser and be like, I didn't get your name, but there's some drag marks here. Should we follow them to a rough area, or should we grab the others and then go as a group?
Well, firstly, for those who are wondering, so Kaiser is a Ezimir. What you'll be seeing is basically white streaks of hair on the side, little black in the front, wearing coats of leather and a little bit of armor, wearing a wristband wrapped,
Like an
around
armed
his-
guard.
yeah, like an arm guard basically, and wrapped his fingers almost to his hand, and basically two, one great axe, one hand axe, and one javelin in the back. And he would look at Riley and say, we should probably follow them, but I'm gonna need you to get the rest here.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Iggy is gonna see them walk out, look at Louis, and go,
I don't want your Nan to kill me if you die.
Oh, please, like I'm gonna die. No, I was just going to say, buddy, could I get my drink before I go? Because this is
You know what? I'm just gonna put it
this
on.
is gonna be.
Here, how about
Oh,
this?
here.
How about this? He's just gonna give you a flask. And you can see it has like Iggy's usual. That's like embroidered into it. And be like, I was meaning to give this to you last week, but drunk.
Yeah, I get that. This is so sweet. You were literally the best, and I'm gonna get you back for this.
Just make sure you close the door.
Oh, of course. Always.
Also, you two Hops, make sure you just close the door.
Sure can.
Alrighty. Would you like to describe your character, Hops?
She's Harrigan on the small side of 2.5 feet tall.
She's so cute.
The like the gray with the brown, like the gray brown kind of static look
Mm-hmm.
that some rabbits see with the white natural eyeliner look
Okay.
and the white floopy tail
Okay.
and
Okay.
bright sea green eyes.
Alrighty. Nice. All right, so you guys are able to go outside,
Mhm.
and you see the party, and the party kind of relays, like, hey, there are some tracks that are here. So what are you guys going to do? Are you guys going to look around town? Are you guys going to, follow the tracks? What would you guys like to do?
What time of day is it?
It is currently late afternoon. The sun is going down, so it is getting a bit on the dark side, but it is not nighttime yet.
I am going to bunch my hair up and like ponytail it off.
Okay.
All right, shall we follow the tracks? See if that can get us anywhere.
I
No
think
problem, movie wise.
let's follow the tracks and then get an idea of where the area is, and in the morning come back and search it.
Agreed.
And you see
Alrighty.
guys are just walk onto the trail.
So how is the lineup gonna be? Who is leading and who is in the far back? Who is in the middle? How are you guys doing this?
I'm leading.
Okay.
Well, I can do.
Also, you
produce-
all picked up your weapons as you were leaving for the door. You guys got all that stuff, like, obviously.
Well, considering I have produced flame, I'm going to go up towards the front.
Okay. So how I'm seeing it right now, it is currently Kaiser, Iggy, who is in the back and who's in the middle aspect.
I'll take up rear and I'll have my crossbow out just in case.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's not going to be directly behind. It's going to be off to.
Yeah, I'm not thinking you guys are like in a direct line. I'm just like for like just walking wise, like who's walking next to who?
Polly's gonna
I'm
try to
kind-
like be in between, like use the other people's height to advantage to look like there's less numbers available, but
Okay.
still being able to see.
Okay. Awesome sauce. So as you guys are walking through, you notice, you notice that the tracks are leading deeper into a bit of the forest and going more into the swampy areas. It's muddy, it's muggy, it's gross. It is, you can kind of hear like, "Rrr, rrr, rrr." That's my impression of a very bad frog. Thank you. You can like hear those. You can hear like "Caw, caw," flying throughout. I'm terrible at sound effects, guys. I want you all to know that, but it is perfectly okay because I am not a voice actor. I'm just a DM. I'm just a DM.
You're
That's
just a DM.
But anyways, as you guys are going through and like walking, you hear that the birds are crows. You kind of make perception checks.
Ooh. 15.
15, okay.
22.
Okay,
Oh!
16.
okay. And Iggy, last one. 5. Alrighty, so who
Damn.
got higher than a 10?
Hi.
Okay, dokie! So for those of you that got 10 to 15, you hear the crows, and it's kind of like you don't see a lot in the area when you're walking through, but you see like 2 or 3, and you could almost swear, for those of you that got higher than a 15, almost as if you could hear like a when it comes through it, as if like these things are like you can hear talking, almost like laughing and giggling, but they're crows. They're crows, and you're in a swamp. Like, who's gonna be out in a swamp?
Guys. Let's hold up here for a second.
What do you hear?
I'm hearing laughter. I don't know if anyone else is hearing it.
All I'm hearing is crows.
I'm like laughing birds.
Pull out my great axe. Stay on sharp. And just move slowly.
You kind of hear like the slushing of air, like whoosh, as you are moving through. As you can kind of almost hear off in the distance what sounds like to be like almost like trotting off in the distance. You guys are far enough that you don't see anything, and if you were to go closer, you guys can make stealth checks.
Oh, okay, I got something. Well, come on.
Stealth.
Sneaky. Go be sneaky.
Sneaky.
Not even less. 25.
25.
21.
Dang! Dang!
I rolled a natural
3.
20.
Dang! Dang, diggity, dang, dang. Let's not get copyrighted.
Well, I may be the reason we're caught with an 11.
No, I'm the reason we're caught because I got a 3.
Oh, damn.
So
Now I
I
don't
got a
feel so
plus
bad.
0.
So
Yeah,
as we
same.
are going off in the distance and stuff, you start to hear the trotting, and like you guys are able to like get into the woods and kind of like hide in a way. Hops, with you being short, you're invisible. It is so easy for you to just blend into your surroundings. You're able to just flop those ears down and kind of like just like nestle into a corner. It's very muddy. It's very gross. You could swear that there might be a tick crawling up on your arm or something, but you're holding composure. You're just making sure that it's just like all like things that are trying to crawl on you is just not going to bug you. You are invisible. You're blinding in. It's great. It's awesome. You see Riley, and Riley's struggling. Like scrambling to hide, going and just goes like behind a tree, hoping that it's just enough. But you can see like a good part of their crossbow sticking out, and like everything. You can choose to assist if you want to, or you can leave Riley as is if you don't feel confident enough that Riley is properly hidden. Oh my gosh, my dog just came in. Hi, buddy.
So, I've got a stupid question.
I got a
but
stupid
Task
answer.
of the Wild. I can attempt to hide even when I'm only lately obscured.
Oh yeah, you can use
Do
it.
I roll again?
Yep, you can roll again.
Ooh. Yeah.
Not one.
Oh, damn.
So you see the scrambling mess. It's terrible. You're at this point. You're like, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna throw mud on myself. And so like now you're like very dirty. And you're like, maybe if I lie down on the ground, I'll be fine. Hops, you see all this go down.
Push the crossbow back behind the tree more.
Roll me an assistant roll.
Is that just D20?
Yeah, that's just a straight d20, and I'll add it to your original number, Riley.
19.
Okay, you're able to hide him a lot better. You give him a couple of branches. You're like, here, stick this out as if, you know, like you're doing it like little T-Rex style, kind of like flagging it down, like you're just making it like natural. And for goodness sakes, don't talk. As that is going through, we're going to go to Kaiser. Kaiser, you are able to roll pretty dang good when it comes to it. You're kind of used to these type of circumstances, so it's pretty easy for you to kind of go through. And then, like, you're able to hide. But when it comes to Iggy, you notice that Iggy being very bright and flamboyant, it's very difficult for Iggy to hide.
Oh, by the way, Kaiser is like 5'8". So
Okay.
he's big. So he's tall. So he would probably be like, "Come here," and like move Iggy onto the side.
I am 6'2" and slim. Thick.
Okay, then get down. Get down.
You're just having this man squat, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, just
Okay.
Well,
As he goes,
if you were wanting, you know what? Now it's not the
do
time.
you hear that? Nah, it's fine. Let's just get along, get this thing done. Ah, fine. All right. Oh, hope you like this. And like, you guys just hear like the sound of like a glug, 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 glug. It's like, why are we doing this again? Because they need to breathe. We want them breathing.
breathing.
I'm gonna say with Kaiser and Hops, you are able to see what looks like to be Phil and also the barkeep, as they are basically bound with rope kind of going through, and they look pretty beaten up. Like, not terribly beaten up. They look like they tried to put up a fight and they lost, basically. You see almost what looks like to be one of these goblins taking this gross swampy water and like creating almost like a shape water in a way, as it kind of like corresponds with like the air, and it's kind of making almost like a helmet for these two. As like you're gonna see a dog in the background. This is Cooper. He is the newest to the family. He is just gonna chill out in the background, handsome boy. Ain't that
You're
right?
precious.
You are a handsome boy. You're a pain in my booty, but you a handsome boy. But anyways, you're able to see that all of a sudden, the minute these goblins go straight into the water, they turn into what looks like to be a horse. A dark, murky water horse completely made out of water. As they go, you see that the rope is connected to their necks. As they go, all of a sudden you just see very quickly just, and all of a sudden they're all gone.
That was interesting.
I am going to be right back. Not terribly bad, just going to close my door. But you guys can talk amongst yourselves quickly.
Okay.
Underwater
Safe talk.
layer. I suspected.
Okay then. Okay, so I'm assuming everyone just saw that, correct?
I did.
Yes,
No.
everyone should kind of be able to see it. Riley, with your nat 1 from the Masking of the Wild, I'm just going to say you didn't.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you there that I didn't see it.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Hobbs or I forget your character's name.
Iggy.
Iggy.
Yeah, no.
Iggy, you see this hand about to go towards you.
Not towards the Iggy, to Little Bunny.
Hops.
Bunny. Yeah,
Hobbs.
Hobbs. I'm gonna put Hobbs on my shoulder. It's big. Okay.
Oh, I'm taller
Hmm.
Short people problems. Hashtag short gang.
Okay. So, obviously, we need to figure out where they went. So, here's what we're gonna do. I want you and Riley take one path, while me and Iggy over here will take another path. We're gonna spread around and look around and see if we can find them again.
Well, to be fair, I'm not saying no to your plan. It does seem, though, with the way that they're behaving, the elixir of water breathing, we're looking at an underwater layer. Perhaps.
Yes. So, all right.
Hops, are you familiar with this area?
Relatively.
You can roll for it if you would like to. If you think that your character would know a bit about this area, I will say you won't have to roll as much. But if you need more details, then that roll will determine what it will be, and I'll let you know and help you when needed.
Switch tab. That'd be history.
Okay.
That'd be
making sure the chat's able to hear us. Okay. Oh, hi, Smy Cat! Woo! Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
friend of mine. That is my friend Alexander. Super fun.
17 on history.
17
Oh.
on history? Okay.
Okay.
Ooh.
What do you know about Madeline? What does Hops know? Just go have fun. Use your creativity, and I will assist you when needed.
It's I say little
Okay.
medium town.
Yep.
Trading town with the main tavern. A lot of back end connecting in the swamps. Little back area homes in the back.
You know that this is primarily where the lower class of Courtishy hibit, but also some low mid class as well. Some people decide to go there because it's cheaper to buy properties there.
Hmm.
Okay.
Would there be a formation that would allow for like a tunnel to go underwater and then come up? Is that like a rock formation that looks suspicious?
You would know that the shores of Madeline are a rocky shore for the coastline. There is no sand. It is a rocky shore beach. That is something that your character would know, Abby.
Would anything
And also,
be, like,
Riley, you should be able to know this as well, since you've lived in Madeline.
Yep.
any of them being giant boulders together?
Yeah, so there are some areas where rocks kind of go through. There is also, due to plateau shifts and things like that, there are areas where, there's a lighthouse that, kind of basks over the outer part that you can think of. There's also, different, drops that if people were to fall off of it, they could get very badly injured. But also, this is, a very good area for people to just basically kind of cut through paths, and it's a good rest stop before they either hit Courtishy or they head all the way down to Lavmere. Because Lavmere is not Lavmere, Bronzefort. Because Bronzefort is in the southern western border of Renatus.
Okay.
Oh, okay, there's a bunch of rock formations along the coast. Might be some hidden underwater tunnels to there.
So we have
No.
many options.
At this
Correct.
time, I will say that it is starting to get close to dawn. So either you guys are going to be spending the night in the swamps, or you might want to think about finding shelter somewhere.
Well,
You say it's getting close to dawn or dark?
Dark.
dark. I
The
was
sun
gonna say.
is gradually going down.
I
Okay,
was gonna say.
because it came through as dawn.
Yeah.
Dyslexia.
I'm so sorry. Hi, I'm verbally dyslexic. Not visually, verbally.
It's all right. And with
That's why I
that,
asked.
it is gonna get dark. I'll cast light.
And I'm going to do produce flame.
Okay. So as this is getting going, are you guys choosing to sleep in a swampy area? Are you guys choosing to move closer to town?
I figure, why don't we do looking for a little bit, meet back here in an hour,
That's a
and
good idea.
then we can pick up at first light.
Perfect. All right. So, Riley, you take one side. Well, me and Iggy will take one side. All right.
Wouldn't it
So-
be easier to climb a tree and see how far out we can see if there's any possible way that they could come up before we decide that it is an underground temple base area?
Well, that was just a suggestion that I had.
Yeah. It was a suggestion. So, let's
Yeah.
just.
If you want to climb a
just
tree,
sug-
go for it. I'm not going to tell you. I mean, if you can see it, that saves us so much time.
Yes. So.
I don't know about you, but I'm not very good at climbing trees.
I'm gonna climb a tree.
Okay. You are gonna need to roll me I'm gonna say acrobatics checks, because you're climbing, you're using a lot of your limbs, you're swooping over, you're using it. And I'll say you can add your strength modifier to help you.
So wouldn't that just be an athletics check then?
Yeah, pretty much. Brain no one will work.
Okay,
Brain no work.
14.
14. So you're going up and up and up and up and up. And as you go, I want to say about 25 feet up. Well, not 25 feet, but like 10 feet up into this tree and stuff. You're like past Rice height. So 16. I'm going to say 16 feet and stuff. You notice that the tree branches are becoming more and more dead as it's kind of going through. So it's getting a little bit harder for you to start climbing. It's harder for you can tell because it's just a swampy, murky area. It's basically just root rots just coming up into these trees and just breaking them at the top. It's very dangerous to climb these. But from what you can see is you're able to see a good roundabout when it comes to everything. You see what looks like to be the vast murky puddles that kind of come through. You see reeds and what it's very dark, but what you can at least picture is like cattails coming through certain areas. You can see what looks like to be a beaver dam in like the distance. You're known for having beavers in the wildlife here, so it's not usually uncommon to see these. So there's like little different sections. You can see the stream is also currently flowing. It is a murky flow, but at least it's making its way to the ocean, so it will gradually, slowly start to drain its way out. But other than that, you look down, you see the party behind you, you can look behind you, you don't really see anything of an airway. You do see these crows that have just been vibing for the past couple of minutes. They're like 3. And like 2 are sitting together and 1's sitting off in the distance. But other than that,
I'm gonna
that's
look
all you
towards
see.
the stream, and I want to see if there's like a rocky formation that you didn't announce.
Okay.
Already.
Roll me a perception check.
22.
Okay. You don't see any rocky formations, but I will say that you are able to see a little bit more of a distance. You can see what looks like to be like another road as if it was heading to Cordushai, but also like you can see because like you guys aren't on the path fully, you guys are like a little bit off the beaten path, but like it's very easy to see that if you guys needed to get on a path to go somewhere back to town or to head towards Cordushai, that there is an exit route that you guys can take if need be.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna come down out of the tree now.
All right, you're just making your way down. As you do, you just hear as you snap one. It doesn't bother you when it comes to your strength roll and well, your athletics roll. It's just all of a sudden you just hear like it just as it starts falling down. Everyone's able to see that these branches are breaking off at like high distances. As you just come down, you're pretty fine, but like it's mushy, it's gushy, it's gross. And you make it down
It's no
safely.
worse than where I came from.
Did you find anything?
Well, I didn't see any way that they would have come up out of, but we're not terribly far from the stream that drains out into the ocean.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Hmm.
So like I said, Hobby, Hobbs, and Riley take one path. Me and Iggy will take one path, and then we'll meet back. Is that like a plan?
Sounds good to me.
All right. Let's move out. I think-
Alrighty. Someone pick me, high or low.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, we are gonna start with Hops and Riley when it comes to splitting the party. Splitting the party session 1. That's interesting. That's new. That's exciting.
That's
don't you-
suspicious.
Don't you know you'd never split the party?
What can we say? We like to live dangerously.
Y'all
Yeah,
really do.
that's true.
Chaos.
Chaos
We got
ensues.
chaos.
Awesome. So I have to pull out my other book, guys. We're going to make sure everything is all set. So which way would you guys like to head? North, south, east, or west? By the way of Riley describing things, you guys were looking more, is it northern west or is it western north?
It'd be
It would
northwest.
be northern
Northwest. Okay. To head towards the path towards Cordashai and things like that, where the stream is, it's going to be more in the northwest aspect of certain things. If you wanted to go, southeastern, you could if you wanted to. That's going to bring you a little bit more back to the village. But other than that, it's pretty different. Which way would you guys
I'm
like
gonna
to
look
go?
at Hops and I'm gonna be like, which way do you want to go? Because I've got no preference.
Which way did it look like they went into the water?
Are you going to get close to the water?
No, like when they jumped in for the dive, like which direction did it look like they were?
Oh, they were pulled submerged completely into the water. Like, it was there, and
And
then
then
they
just
were
boom.
gone. It was so quick that it was very difficult to see.
We can try going upstream or downstream to see if we can find anything.
Okay.
Okay. So as you guys are going through, I'm going to have you guys can either choose to do investigation checks, or you guys can choose to do perception checks, depending on what you're looking for.
I'm gonna do investigation.
Okay.
6.
Gonna perception to
Just look around the area.
to see if there's anything that would potentially,
Okay.
or would that be underneath investigation?
If you're looking around the surrounding area, then it's just like look around. I can tell you sounds, I can tell you smells, I can tell you visual things that are pretty keen. If you are like hyper focusing on something, on the other hand, then it would have to be an investigation. That's how I usually like to do it.
Okay. I'm gonna keep my ears open at first to
Okay.
so perception.
Perception. Alrighty, roll me a perception.
14.
14. You're able to see one of the crows just vibing, like you can hear them like off in the distance. You can tell that there's probably like a murder of crows not far by and stuff like that. You can hear snapping of twigs. You can hear what sounds like to be itty bitty like animal grunts of like beavers and like other small wildlife that don't sound intimidating at all. You don't really hear anything of that. You do hear like every so often splashes into the stream, but you can assume that those are probably just frogs. There's pretty much nothing else when it comes to it. Riley, you just see the basic area that you kind of already saw, but now at like a first like level basis instead of a bird's eye view when it comes to it.
Yeah.
As you guys do notice now that the sun is getting pretty much gone, and it's to the point where darkness is starting to illuminate. As this goes through, I'm going to go back to the other group. Which way are you guys heading?
Let's see. I'm gonna use the sky and use the stars.
Okay.
See if there's anything aligning.
Survival check.
Survival check.
Because
that's...
this is survival in nature, or nature. I'll let you do like one of each, because survival is like, you've wandered around these areas before. In nature check, you know it's the stars.
Yeah, because I'm a little curious about what the stars are gonna tell me. So, okay, so I'm doing survival. So 10.
10. This is very difficult. If you were to build a fire or something like that and keep it above all night, you would have to like either dig a hole to make it like have a nice dry bed in order to do it, or you would have to make it above like some rocks and have it be like properly set up, so then you would have a fire that goes through all night, because the mud's pretty muddy. It's not good for a bedroll. You would probably have to like make hammocks or something with your bedrolls and stuff to sleep above ground. Other than that, though, there's not really anything suspicious in the area. You do see like mushrooms here and like some different types of like herbs that you could harvest if you wanted to, but like you don't really know off the top of your head what those herbs are. You also see like different types of like almost acorny type of plants around the area, and mushrooms, because we are in a swamp, and who doesn't love mushrooms?
I just
Alright.
look at Iggy. What do you think? He can't hear
Oh
you.
no, your mic, bro.
I keep forgetting. All right, there we go. Well, I was hoping you would have an idea since this is your plan, but they went that way, so I think we should head that way.
All right, we shall do that.
Okay, so
So-
you guys are heading a little bit more towards the open pathway that kind of goes through. It's on the outskirts, so you're like about a good 20 feet when it comes to it. It's very muddy, it's very murky, it's very difficult terrain, especially since it is getting a lot darker. So it is very difficult for like proper navigation. If you do not have dark vision, this is very difficult. If you do not have a light source, then this can be very difficult to traverse back in. It's very easy for people to get lost, even if they just go a couple feet ahead. As you guys are going through, you guys can hear flapping of birds, you guys can hear the chirping of frogs, you can like kind of move through. And Iggy, I want you to make a perception check for me, please.
I also want to say I have dark vision, so I can
Yeah,
see
you're
at the
fine.
speed.
You're like cruising.
I'm cruising.
Okay.
Everything's like black and white, but like you can still see.
Okay. All right.
You're
So
basically
turn mine is
colorblind.
white.
So how I do dark vision, you are colorblind.
Got it.
That for me is going to be a 21.
21. All right, as you are walking through and you get kind of closer through everything, you move your feet and you hear kind of like a ting, almost metally tone across your feet. As you go and you kind of move, I'm assuming you want to take a look at it and things like that. You pick it up and it looks like a little medallion, and as you kind of turn it, you see that it's a bent, almost bent like, so like think of like a normal like coin, like a lottery coin size and stuff like that, and it's bent. And from what you can kind of make out, do you have a light source? Do you still have produce flame that's going on in one hand, or?
Yeah.
Okay, you're able
Yeah.
to put it a little bit to the light to kind of see, and as you do, you can see it has your family crest. Like you're able to make it out, try to rub it out with your like the mud and different things like that. You can very clearly see that this probably was your cousin's. And as you start to notice this and you're like looking around from like the sky and different things like that, you notice that it is now getting very, very dark, that either you need to set up camp quick or you need to hunker down for the night as it is getting very dark. You guys probably would not make it back to town on time.
I do have my light kind of trip on, like I light up, right?
Yeah, you still have your light as well. But
Okay,
there are two
I was gonna
party
say.
members that don't have light. And it's getting dark. So it's like, get it there.
Wait, Riley, did you say you had dark vision as well?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I say I have no regular vision.
You just got regular vision, so you just can't. So how I'm gonna say with dark vision is that you are able to see like 30 feet in front of you, so you can't see anything out. For dark vision, you're able to see like a good 60 feet out, so you're able to see like, hey, there's a ledge, don't jump, basically. But you still, it's very easy with the dark vision to get lost.
Yeah.
Because it's just thick and viney, and it's a swamp. It's confusing, especially at night when time gets cooler and things, when it goes from the hot part of the day, start turning foggy.
I look at Iggy and be like, so what did you find?
A medallion with my family crest on it, most likely. I am going to reach into my jacket, into the pocket that I keep mine, and with the other two fingers bring it out to compare to see if it is the same one.
Oh, you know for 100% that it is. It's just
just doing this to be like in a moment of denial of like, no, he would not be.
He wouldn't
He's
be in
smart.
danger.
He's smart. And seeing that they are the same, just gripping both of them in my fist, just if it's possible, we should probably, seeing that now it's this dark, we should probably find a place to set up and keep watch for tonight. Would we be able to make it back in time before they close the gates?
I
Oh,
don't
no,
think so.
no,
Yeah, I don't
100%
think so.
no. The gates are closing. Like, you are not going to be able to make it back in time. And towns near Cordyshire are known for once their gates are closed, you cannot get in, you cannot get out, for the safety of the people inside. As this is going through, you guys can also hear like nature going through. You can hear or like some birds that are flying through. You can hear the frogs hopping into ponds. Hear
Is there
like different sounds of wildlife wandering through, but it is very dark. So at this point, it is dark. It is nighttime.
We should meet up with the others as we agreed, and then we can figure out what to do from there.
Yeah, good idea.
I'm gonna
So
get
do that.
Okay, so you guys are heading back to where you guys had started through. I'm gonna go back to the party that doesn't have a soul light source. Hey guys, could you make me just like a survival check?
11.
21.
Okay, so you are able to kind of get your steps through, trying to figure out where things are. Hops is struggling. Hops can barely see. And you kind of take a notice of that, Riley, when it comes through. You see that instead of taking a right turn, either keep going straight or they go left. And it's very difficult for them to navigate because it is growing very, very dark, and you cannot see a flame in sight to indicate the others. But you guys are almost there as you guys are making your way. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna pick up hops and make it easier for them so that way they're not getting lost.
Alrighty. As that is going through, as you guys are about to set up camp and make it through, kind of like with the other group, you two are finally able to meet up with the others since you guys did not get lost in the wilderness throughout the night. And as you guys begin to set up camp, that is where we are going to end it for tonight. So thank you everybody who has come here for the first session of Renatus. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy, please make sure you guys subscribe and hit that follow button here on Twitch. I am very thankful for each and every single one of you guys. Thank you guys for being here for my players. Remember that if you guys are interested in watching any of our other shows, we have another show called Breaking Character that is usually, I believe, on Wednesdays. Then we have the Inquisition that is like every other Friday. Is Inquisition this Friday or is it next Friday? Do you know?
Inquisition is, I believe, this Friday.
Okay.
Because we did not have one last Friday, I don't think.
Okay. We will figure that out, and once we do figure it
Yes.
out, there will be an announcement on one of our TikToks. If you guys haven't followed us, you are able to find all of our TikToks right here, or at least some of our names. Also, another thing too is that if you don't catch us on Friday for Inquisition, you can also find us here on this channel for Crossroads. And Sunday, we occasionally have Strat and Coffee. That one's very on and off due to weather conditions and other things, but it's very, very fun. You can catch me there a lot. I am playing as Ramen, and he sounds like that because that's how he likes to be, hanging out at parties. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you guys haven't checked out Monday shows, Dapper D's too, come on back. We'll see you soon. But remember, guys, your adventure matters, and roll for initiative. Bye, guys.
Adios.
Bye. Okay, try everything going through. And we are out.